CTV family. Catch us live on your TV screens.
When I said this was going to be an interesting panel, I did not know that there was going to be so much said.
Yes.
But I'm so glad people are sharing their opinions. Make sure you're sharing your opinions as well as the viewer at home. 074-650-0202 is the number that you need to dial on WhatsApp to make sure that you're giving us your opinions and tell us rather, have you been vaccinated? Do you have any fears about getting the vaccine? Are you pro the vaccine? Or you're like, actually, I'm anti-vax?
Yes. Not only that, please let us know what your fears are. Because a lot of people, like you mentioned earlier on the show, they thought they want to turn into aliens. Abanye think that the government tracking them. All sorts of conspiracy theories out there. But let's get back to the panel. And okay, we are joined by Qaqamba. Yes, we appreciate
From what Mizo said.
And then...
And she had, because she was sitting on the sideline, so she had something to say according to what Mizo said. So you can let us know your opinion, my love.
I feel like the government is supposed to educate abantu bakuthi more about the symptoms of, or rather, side effects of the vaccine more, you know, because abantu bakuthi bayoyiki side effects. Like for myself, I'm also scared of the side effects because I don't know how strong my immune system can take that, you know, because abanye abantu balala flat. For instance, my dad, walala 2 weeks flat. Because of the side effects of the vaccine. What do mumpunga, you can imagine. But he survived, you know. I think the government is supposed to educate abantu bakuthi more of the side effects, rather I feel like wenzile in telling us how there's a vaccine and how the vaccine protects us against a virus, but its side effects of the vaccine.
You know what? You're quite right. Sorry, my love, to cut you. Oh, sorry, Daniel. Because now there are two vaccines, right? There's the Pfizer and then there's the Johnson. Apparently, the one is more potent than the other, meaning it's more stronger than the other. With Johnson & Johnson, I'm not paid to say this. I don't support any of those, but I went for the Pfizer one, which you go twice for the Pfizer. And then you leave a 6-week period in order for you to go for the second jab. I think where government is not educating us is the vaccine, what really happens. If you do take the vaccine, the Pfizer, apparently it's 80%, there's like a percentage when it comes to the different ones. That's where government is failing us when it comes to that. Not when it comes to COVID-19 and vaccination. They've been ranting and raving about the vaccination, but what we don't know is which one is preferable to go for. That's the only mistake. Society and people in government are not telling us, society, which one do you think? Especially if you have an immune system that's not strong.
Yes.
Like, you know, if you're a chronic patient, you should know which vaccine you should take. Because, you know, if you're tuberculosis, you're HIV, or you're like a heavy chronic patient, you should know which one to go for. I think that's where we're failing as government.
Well, while we're still on the topic here, side effects, you have been vaccinated. Please tell us about your experience as well as the side effects that you experienced.
And did you have any fears before you went?
I mean, I was just watching what's happening, you know, in the news and stuff like that, and people dying and just really being concerned, and just feeling like, you know, I wanted to do my bit to kind of limit, you know, the movement of the vaccine. And so it was just a choice of also just seeing people who are close to me. Some people get really, really sick. And these were like, I mean, one of the people I know is actually like a personal trainer, and he was out for almost 2 months. I was like, I don't know. I don't like want to experience what's going to happen to me. If somebody who's like a nutritionist and this thing almost put him out for 2 months, like I'm not going to play games. I mean, I did do my research, and I was like, what other choice do we have? You know, what's the alternative? Because the other alternative is that, okay, cool, maybe we might survive or whatever the situation, but we're also going to overwhelm the health system as well. There's that to think about. And also just like, you know, we could be passing it to loved ones and just experiencing I'm very lucky to still have both of my parents around. But, you know, not everybody was. You know, really, and just the trauma of it all. And, you know, people losing, like, multiple loved ones, like 5 or just like really like horrors,
numbers.
hectic. And I was like, I don't want to be in that situation.
The second
Yeah,
vaccination.
yeah.
Did you get,
The first,
did you get any? Sorry, I'm taking a joke.
the first
Wait,
one, the
before
first
you guys
one.
go
Okay.
on that, let's just check out this box here, what they have to say about another person who got jabbed.
My name is Dylan Fenter. I have been vaccinated. The experiences that I had, it was an easy process. Everyone was helpful. It was at the CTICC, the convention center. Symptoms I experienced, just a sore arm. That's about it. Since I'm here. Yeah, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, I'm a vaxxer. I'm pro-vaccine and got it. And to anyone at home, I would say get it. You're saving lives. I'm saving lives as well. My grandma is very sick at this stage, so even just being around her, like, and having to say I'm vaccinated and knowing that she won't get it, just brings joy to my heart. So I would just say to everyone at home, get vaccinated. It's what the world needs right now.
Oh man, I think the thing I'm getting the most is that people do want to get vaccinated, or people understand the subject of vaccination, but they're really just not sure about the side effects, and they don't know what is in the vaccine, so they don't know what they're putting into their bodies. And I mean, that's very fair. So I think us as a government and as people, we need to be more educated about actually what is the vaccine, what happens when it goes into your body, and what does it actually do. And this person is saying very much a similar thing. Good afternoon, Cape Town TV. This is Anonymous. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share my views about not taking the vaccine. I'm feeling uncomfortable, and I'm feeling uncomfortable about it, extremely uncomfortable, because our parents took us to vaccinate. There was no big deal. We took our children for vaccination years ago. There was no big deal, but now there's something about this. There's something about it, this one, because people are under a lot of pressure and anxiety, stress, and fear. Now that makes me worry. And a lot of cherry on top of this vaccine is now taking our rights away. It forces people to be vaccinated even if we do not want to. Or if we're not able to vaccinate, we are unable to buy in shops or go to restaurants or go to work or even go to church. Now that's scary. My question is, what's behind this vaccine? We need a full explanation on that. We need a full explanation on that one. What is and what is sad about it the most is that people are continuing to die prematurely. That's sad, and I feel like the vaccine has not helped. Honestly, this is honestly what I think of the vaccine. Thank you so much, Cape Town TV.
My take on this one is that people, I know we are saying that government itself is not doing enough, but when as an individual, as a citizen, what are you doing? I think now you should play your part and do your own research. And I also don't like the word that people are throwing around. They're now being forced. You're not necessarily forced. If I am pro-vaccine and I believe in it and I've done my research and I feel that it actually does help. We've seen it in Berlin, Italy, and all of those other countries. People got vaccinated, numbers went down. So in my establishment, I've seen that the vaccination works. So if you're anti, I do not want you in my establishment because you are most likely than the people that are here. That's not forcing.
Yes, okay.
I have a problem with your opinion, Awonke, thinking that this is not forcing people to vaccinate. Much to what Qaqamba, no Ayanda, no Daniel, actually everybody here, Usisanda no Maizo, have said, not enough education. What about the village girl who has no access to Cape Town television because in the perimeter metropole Cape Town because you can only access a Cape Town TV.
Sorry to
Who
cut
channel
you off,
263
Lamo.
right
We
now.
need to go to a quick ad break.
When we
Hold your
open,
thought. Please, Sabuya.
Wonderful. I need to
Please,
educate
ladies and
you.
gentlemen, Sabuya, we are talking all things vaccine. Are you pro? Are you anti? Sabuya Ngongo.
CTV family.